Hi, everybody. Welcome back into Body Time. Harry McCullough here. Jerad David is here, Director of Communications, spokesman at Nicholls State University. Boy, this is a pretty cool program we just talked about. Medical students, University, LSU Health Science, combined with Nicholls Culinary School. How does that come together?
So it's really a unique program, and if you think about it, you don't really think of Nicholls and LSU as two schools that collaborate. But this is a great opportunity. Third year med school students from LSU Health Sciences Center come in for 2 weeks during the summer, and they work with our culinary program and our dietetics program to come up with ways to use food as a medicine. And you know, people say food is medicine. We all know we don't have the healthiest lifestyle here, and some of our food, while very unique, they're not exactly the best for you health wise. And so they come in and they learn how to make flavorful dishes that are maybe a little bit better for your health.
Yeah, and that way they can understand a patient who's coming in and maybe dealing with some obesity issues. Because, you know, let's face it, Louisiana's right up there with Mississippi and Texas, particularly South Texas. And I think you're right. I think it's part of our cuisine that probably gets in the way. But they need to understand that, right? If they come from a vegan background and they're like, why are these people so big?
That's right.
This will help them understand that.
You see a lot of doctors that'll come in from other parts of the country. They're not natively from here, trying to understand or wrap their brains around why we have such an obesity issue and a health crisis here. It's because our food is too doggone good.
Right.
And so these med students are coming in and getting training. They meet with those dietetics professors in the morning and come up with a plan, and then go and put it into effect in the kitchen, in the culinary facility. And then they all sit down at the end of the day and taste one another's food and talk about what implications that food has and how it could improve someone's life versus an alternative.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. You're saying that they're actually pulling it together on almost a molecule level, right? and almost breaking it down that way and actually doing the science of what people are eating, right?
That's right. And so if they can, and obviously people here, we love the way that our food tastes and the certain dishes that we have. And so if they can come up with an alternative that's a little bit healthier for a patient to substitute into their diet, that still tastes pretty good. That's one way that doctor can help contribute to their overall health.
So let's talk about what's going on right now. So they started today. It was like one of the first days you're going to have the first batch of students. So you said 13 are coming in, and they'll come in from New Orleans, right? This is the New Orleans the med students, right?
That's right. So 13 this year's 13 third year med students.
And they're doing a rotation basically, right?
And so basically they come in for 2 weeks. It's a 2-week program. And so they're going to cram as much culinary medicine, if you will, into that 2-week timeline as part of their med school.
Yeah, no, it's so cool. And it's also, like I said, dietitians as well as chefs. So you get it on both sides of it. Because a chef, a lot of times you might just want to make something taste good, right? But the dietitian's on there saying, hey, let's go this way. No butter, right? And you got to have a compromise in there somewhere.
That's right. You've got to, especially when you have a patient who's dealing with obesity or heart disease. There are things, people here love their stews.
Sure.
Stews aren't the best for you.
Right.
And so if they can go into this kitchen and learn an alternative that may taste just as good as a stew or something to that effect, offer that as an option for that patient to still eat the things that they like to taste, but something that's just a little bit better for their health.
Obviously, this is a great collaboration here. How often does Nicholls just on its own get together with the dietitians and the chefs? How many times do they merge?
So Nicholls, of course, we are the only 4-year program in the state of Louisiana. in culinary. We're the only 4-year culinary
Do the
degree.
dietitians fall into that as well?
So no, dietetics is a completely separate department,
Right.
and so for those dietitians and those culinarians to come together, I think that is a good partnership.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Does
right.
it ever happen?
It does happen.
Probably will happen more now with this.
It does happen more with this, and this is I think the beginning of something that could grow to other health systems, and maybe it becomes this.
Yeah, what is
larger
LSU Shreveport
collaboration.
doing? Where are they going, right?
Exactly,
You know,
exactly.
so they got to go somewhere. This is a great rotation, and you see a lot of these kids, Tulane and LSU students will do their rotations through underserved areas, right? They'll be in Pierre Part, or they'll be in Franklin, and I'll see them doing medicine that way.
That's right.
But this is another aspect to that, and it's a good way to do it.
And you were saying, before we jumped on, this could be the springboard to, doctors working maybe with the business college and learning the business side of things, and just other aspects, making a more well-rounded doctor.
No, I agree. I talk to doctors in a lot of my life, and I'll hear them say that a lot. I was prepared to be a doctor and know medicine. I didn't know business.
That's right.
And that's such a big part of their business, right?
Absolutely.
Is keeping together 40 people in a clinic, employees and all that kind of stuff. Jerad, thanks so much, man. Real interesting and great to know what's happening in Thibodaux. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. We'll take another break. When we come back, more Bayou Time right after this.